Haley Solar, the #1 solar provider in Sri Lanka, specialists in renewables and energy storage systems. Our EnergyNet solution offers a wide range of off-grid, hybrid and battery backup systems. All our installations are custom designed, installed, commissioned and maintained, ensuring the highest quality with our market expertise over 100 years.
Verna, honored winner of multiple national and global awards. #1 in overall excellence in television news reporting. More Sri Lankans choose Verna, Sri Lanka's #1 news source.
For over 40 years, LTL Holdings Limited has powered Sri Lanka with cutting-edge engineering. As the country's premier engineering enterprise, we excel in manufacturing transformers and electrical switchgears, conducting heavy engineering operations such as fabrication and galvanizing, and pioneering power generation, delivering excellence and innovation across the nation. State-of-the-art facilities and expert team make us the benchmark for engineering brilliance in South Asia. From concept to completion, we're transforming the power sector with precision and passion. LTL Holdings Limited, local engineering at its global best.
ලංකාවේ විශාරදම තොරතුරු තාක්ෂණ පන්තිය ICT from ABC රවින්දු බණ්ඩාරනායක.
Haley Solar, the #1 solar provider in Sri Lanka, specialists in renewables and energy storage systems. Our EnergyNet solution offers a wide range of off-grid, hybrid and battery backup systems. All our installations are custom designed, installed, commissioned and maintained, ensuring the highest quality with our market expertise over 100 years.
Verna, honored winner of multiple national and global awards. #1 in overall excellence in television news reporting. More Sri Lankans choose Verna, Sri Lanka's #1 news source.
For over 40 years, LTL Holdings Limited has powered Sri Lanka with cutting-edge engineering. As the country's premier engineering enterprise, we excel in manufacturing transformers and electrical switchgears, conducting heavy engineering operations such as fabrication and galvanizing, and pioneering power generation, delivering excellence and innovation across the nation. State-of-the-art facilities and expert team make us the benchmark for engineering brilliance in South Asia. From concept to completion, we're transforming the power sector with precision and passion. LTL Holdings Limited, local engineering at its global best.
लंका वे विशारद में थोर थोर दाक्षिण पामती है ICT from ABC रविंद्र भंडार नायका
Haley Solar, the #1 solar provider in Sri Lanka, specialists in renewables and energy storage systems. Our EnergyNet solution offers a wide range of off-grid, hybrid and battery backup systems. All our installations are custom designed, installed, commissioned and maintained, ensuring the highest quality with our market expertise over 100 years.
Verna, honored winner of multiple national and global awards. #1 in overall excellence in television news reporting. More Sri Lankans choose Verna, Sri Lanka's #1 news source.
For over 40 years, LTL Holdings Limited has powered Sri Lanka with cutting-edge engineering. As the country's premier engineering enterprise, we excel in manufacturing transformers and electrical switchgears, conducting heavy engineering operations such as fabrication and galvanizing, and pioneering power generation, delivering excellence and innovation across the nation. State-of-the-art facilities and expert team make us the benchmark for engineering brilliance in South Asia. From concept to completion, we're transforming the power sector with precision and passion. LTL Holdings Limited, local engineering at its global best.
Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. To all the innovators and problem solvers joining us from universities across Sri Lanka, welcome to the CodeSplash 2026. Whether you are here to build the next breakthrough software solution or to explore the limitless possibilities of Agentic AI, we are delighted to have you with us this evening. I'm Nihini Jayasuriya, representing Computer Science Students Association of University of Kelaniya. It is my pleasure to be your moderator for today's session. Before we move forward, it is my great pleasure to invite Mr. Janishka Madhushan, Deputy Chairperson of CodeSplash 2026, to deliver the welcome speech and officially welcome you all to today's session. Janishka, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Lini. Good evening, explorers. I welcome you all on behalf of the Computer Science Student Association, University of Canada. When I was in school, every line of code was written by human. Today, the world is changing fast. AI is everywhere, but here is the thing. The main focus is no longer programming. It is thinking, it is creativity, it is problem solving, and the things AI can't do. You are special. That's why you are here. This is your moment to showcase your talent, your creativity, your problem solving skills. You can use AI as your tool. Absolutely. Use it, but don't let it replace your thinking. So, explore like an ancient architect, build monument of code, create something extraordinary. The treasure awaits. Make Parao proud with your creativity and own the treasure. Good luck, explorers. May CodeSplash 26 become your legend. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Janishka, for those warm words and for officially welcoming everyone to today's session. Before we begin, we'd like to introduce who we are, our faculty, and the community behind CodeSplash. I hope you enjoyed that glimpse into our faculty and the community behind CodeSplash. Now it's time for the main session. It is my pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Naveen Jayati sir, the President of the Computer Science Students Association, University of Kelaniya. He will walk you through everything you need to know about the university phase and the Agentic AI phase, including the competition structure, expectations, important guidelines, and what it takes to make your journey in CodeSplash 2026 a successful one. Without further ado, I warmly invite Mr. Naveen Jayati sir to take over the session. Over to you, Naveen.
Okay, thank you, Lini, for your warm introduction. So I hope I'm clearly audible for everyone. So let me explain you a bit about what is CodeSplash and how is our hackathon and the agentic AI phase is going to be. So CodeSplash is the flagship hackathon organized by Computer Science Students Association of University of Kelaniya. And there are two main phases in our hackathon, CodeSplash. So one is the university phase and other one is the school phase. For the university phase, we have two phases. One is the hackathon phase and other one is the agentic AI development phase. So let me tell you about the general instructions for the both the agentic and hackathon phase. So let me tell you about the timeline first. So these two hackathon and the agentic AI phase is going to go with parallel. So the proposal submissions are going to be open in August 10, and after that the proposal submissions will be closed in August 21st, and we will start the proposal submission evaluation on 22nd of August. And after that, we are going to announce the semi-finalists who are going to get selected for the development phase on 31st of August. So we are going to select 15 teams for each phases for the hackathon phase and AI agentic AI phase for the development phase as the semi-finalist. And we are going to open the development phase starting for both hackathon and the agentic AI phase on September 1st. And we will be having a mentorship session for the hackathon on September 5th and the mentorship session for the agentic AI phase on September 6th. And after, we are going to get the project submission deadline on September 10th. And we are planning to organize a panel discussion. We are going to do that as the Navigator 4.0 with the name of Redefining Human Potential or in the Age of AI on September 11th. And we are going to cause the registration for the panel discussion on September 11th, and the panel discussion will be on September 12th. So, and also, not like in other hackathon you may see, we are going to do another session on how to pitch your product. It's like as a workshop on September 13th, and we will be announced the finalist. It can be top 8 or top 10 teams from both the agentic AI phase and the hackathon phase on September 17th. And the final project presentation submission deadline will be September 18th. And we are going to do the grand finale on September 19th. So this is the timeline, and we will share this timeline with you guys in the AI phase and hackathon phase project proposal submission guideline. So now I'm going to tell you about the hackathon. So both, no, not for the hackathon and for the agentic AI phase, in your proposal submission proposals, you have to clearly define the problem statement. So each team must select only one official themes provided by the organizing committee to the both agentic AI phase and the hackathon. So you will have these competition themes. We call them problem domains. So you have to select one and you have to propose your solution and the problem as the proposal submission relevant to those domains. So when you are selecting a domain and a problem, please consider these things, like always try to address a real world challenge that affects especially specific audience, and clearly define and well researched problem will be add your value to your project. And also your project, your solution should have measurable impact and can be realistically implemented within the given development phase. And also it should be have some future scalability also. And always when you are selecting a problem, please avoid a broad problem and projects with no clear target users and existing products copied without innovation, and solution that do not solve a genuine need. So teams shortlisted for the final semi-final round will have to build and design and develop the fully functional system within the given time period. So now I'm going to tell you what are the roles and guidelines for the hackathon phase. So for the hackathon phase, as I mentioned before, you will be given some problem domains, and the explained problem domains will be shared with you guys with the proposal submission guidelines, and you have to develop and propose your solutions and problem solution for the under those problem domains. So, and we will share the proposal submission guidelines with the what are the things should be included in your proposal. So the cover page, you have to add project title, team name, university name, and team leader informations and team member information. So we'll share template for those with including those informations, and you have to use that template for when you are creating the project's proposal. And in the table of contents, you should add executive summary. Not that executive summary should not exceed 1 page. So there you have to clearly mention what is the identified problem and what is your proposed solution, and why that is innovative, and what is the target audience of your solution, and expected impact, and key technologies you have used in your project. So in the problem statement, you have to include the problem description, background and context, importance of the problems likewise, and proposed technical solution. You have to clearly mention and explain what is the solution overview, key features in your project, innovative and uniqueness of your project, and the system architecture, data flows, technology justifications, and why you use that technology instead of another technology likewise. And if you have used any AI models or large language model for your application, you have to clearly mention those data, those things in detail, and the security considerations. So when you have, and also you have to add the target audiences like primary users and beneficiaries in your project proposals. And also you have to keep in mind what are the technical and business feasibility. When it should be clearly mentioned what is the technical feasibilities and what are the business feasibilities. And also when in the development roadmap, you have to like I mentioned before, you have to propose a development plan and system architecture. What are the technology stacks and tools you have used in your projects, and what are the programming languages, frameworks and libraries and databases, API and everything. I think you know these kind of things, what should be included in your project proposal. And you have to mention what are the key milestones in your projects and expected deliverables and potential technical challenges in your proposals. So in after we are getting your proposals, we are going to evaluate them. So for the hackathon phase, we have clearly mentioned some judging criterias for the proposals and your solutions. So innovation of your projects will get 30% of the weight for the final evaluation, and the problem relevance will get 30%, and feasibility will get 20%, and impact on the target audience of the proposed solution will be 20%. So when you are submitting the proposals, it should be in PDF format. So all proposals must include the provided cover page, as I mentioned, because it's easier for us to evaluate your proposals then. And we will share Google form with you guys to get the proposals, and you have to use that to submit your proposals. And after the proposal submissions, you have to implement it. So the implementations will be evaluated on functional prototypes and what are the technical documentation and pitch deck and everything, and we will share those things to the selected teams for the hackathon phase. So now that is the whole thing about the hackathon phase, and what are the expectations, and how is the proposal submission is going to be, and how is your proposal submission submitted proposals will be evaluated based on those giving criteria and everything. So even though your proposed solutions is based on, but you have to keep in mind that you are going to you have to prepare your proposals according to given table of contents and everything, because we'll be evaluate your project proposals based on those data. So that is all about the hackathon phase. So now when it comes to the agentic AI development phase, so I'm going to explain what are we expecting from you guys to be in the agentic AI development phase. So not like a hackathon, not in like the hackathon. So agentic AI development phase is different. So this is the agentic AI. So I think you may have some idea about what is an agentic AI system. So how this agentic AI phase is different from the hackathon. So in agentic AI system, your system should demonstrate capabilities such as it should perceive information from the current environment and decide based on those information, and act based on that decisions, and adapt to those situation to achieve a given goal. So we will not your solution will be not qualified for the semi-final for the final if you like you have developed a standard conventional chatbot or system requiring users to provide instructions for every individual action. So it will not it is not a agentic AI then. So, and also hard-coded automation based on primarily on predefined if then rules it's not selected, and AI wrappers with little or no autonomous decision making. So those kind of projects will be rejected at the evaluation. So you have to keep in mind those informations also. And also like the hackathon, there will be competition themes like problem domains. You have to select one problem domain under for one team, and you have to develop your propose your solutions and submit your proposals. And when your if your proposals are shortlisted, you have to develop those proposed solution. And yeah, each team must select one official problem domain, so keep in mind. So that is the main thing. And also we will give you a proposal submission guideline for the agentic AI phase as well. So as I mentioned before, there will be cover page, and we'll give you the cover page, so you have to use that and submit your proposals according to the given information. And also you have to add an executive summary at the front from the beginning. So as I mentioned in the hackathon, identify problem, the proposed solution should be in the executive summary. And always why is your problem is your solution is innovative, and what is the target users, expected impact, and key technologies used in you are going to use in your project. You have to mention those things in executive summary. And the problem statement, you have to clearly mention what is the problem and what is the background and context of the problem and importance of the problem. So you have to clearly mention those data, those information also. And the proposed agentic AI solution, you have to give us what is the solution overview and core features in your project and innovation and the uniqueness, also the expected user interactions and expected system output and real world value of the solution. So in the agent structure, you have to clearly mention a number of agents. It can be a single agent or multi-agent system, and name and role of the each agent, responsibilities of each agent, input received by each agent, and action performed by each agent, output produced by each agent. You have to clearly mention those data because your proposal will be evaluated based on this information. And also you have to clearly mention your agent workflows, and we are giving you an example, but it can be different because depend on the your problem and giving solution. So you have to clearly mention the agent workflow and how agents interact with each others and the outside the third party tools and everything. You have to clearly mention. So if it's a multi-agent coordination, multi-agent system, you have to clearly mention how these agents are communicate each other. So how agents communicate, how tasks are delegated, how conflicts or failures are handled, and everything. You have to clearly mention what you are going to build. So because we will evaluate your proposals based on this information. So clearly mention this information. If not, it will be badly impact to your proposals. And we have mentioned and we are expecting some autonomy levels from your projects. So as an example, if your system requires human approval for every action, it's not agentic AI system. So that will be rejected. And if your system can perform some tasks autonomously but require human oversights, that will also be rejected because we are expecting you to propose a system that perform most tasks autonomously with minimum human intervention, or some system operate completely independently with human oversights only for exceptions. So you have to keep in mind those informations when you are proposing your solutions. So tools and extra, when you are using tools, you are free to use any tools, but you have to explain and clearly define what you have used in your project, like what is the APIs used and databases, and how you search and retrieve information to your system, and how you handle files and documents, web services, external applications, or any other software tools you may use in your system. You have to clearly define and how you are going to do that. And also technology stack, and for the technical architecture, you have to clearly mention and explain why, justify what are the large language models or AI models you have used, what is your agent framework, how is your agent workflow will work, and programming languages you used, framework and libraries you have used, databases, and if you are using cloud technologies, what are the technologies you used and why you use those technologies. And likewise, you have to clearly mention all the information and all the things you are going to use in the development phase. And in the technical feasibility should include required resources, data requirements, and computational requirements. Likewise, we will share the detailed guideline with you. And when we are going to start the proposal submission on 10th of August, so you will be we are going to share these guidelines with you. And another key feature in agentic AI phase is the success metrics and evaluation plan. So you have to include the measurable criteria for and measurable metrics for your system, like task completion rate, decision accuracy, response processing time, error rate, and human iteration rate, output quality of your solution of your system. Likewise, you have to mention those success metrics as well, because your proposals will be evaluated on those information. So and also in the development roadmap, you have to include a proposed development plan and how we are going to do that within given timeline, and major development stages, key milestone, expected prototype capabilities, testing strategies, and expected deliverables at the end of your development phase if you are getting selected for the development phase as for the semi-finalist. So there is an important notice. So the architecture and technology stack declared in the proposal will serve as the important reference during subsequent evaluation in the proposal evaluation. So you have to keep in mind and give us a good quality proposal. So you can use AI tools to create these proposals as well, but keep in mind you will be evaluated based on your proposal, so you have to mention and include all the information to the proposal. If not, even though your project your supposed project is very good, it will be rejected because your proposal is not good enough. So, and also another thing is the judge's decision will be the final when it comes to the proposal submissions and the final feature in the during the throughout the hackathon. And also you have to when you are developing the agentic phase, you have to do the decide when the human approval is needed, what are the permission and restriction for your agents, and how you are going to validate the inputs and everything. You have to clearly mention those data with you. And also you have to keep in mind in the both hackathon and agentic phase, when you are proposing your solutions, your systems, you have to keep in mind what is the scalability and future enhancement of their projects, because that will be really be beneficial. Because now for the CodeSplash, we have a lot of partners from the industry, so they are also like to getting with your projects, and also it will be benefits for you even after the hackathon. So keep in mind the future future enhancement and scalability of your projects. And also in the agentic AI phase and for the hackathon phase, so if you can add your diagrams like agent architecture diagrams and agent workflow diagrams for your proposals, it will help you to get throughout the proposal evaluation phase. And also if there is any references, you can include those things in the proposals as well. So when it comes to the agentic AI phase, the judging criteria is like this. So your problem relevance and impact will get 20% of the marks, and the innovativeness and the originality will get another 20%, and your agent architecture and technology design will get 25%, and autonomy and decision making will get another 20%, and success metrics and evaluation plan will get 15% of the marks. So as you can see, agent architecture and technical design will get 25, that is the highest weight of the complete judging criteria. So as I mentioned before, you can use large language models, but your agent architecture and technical design will be one of most important judging criteria during this agentic AI phase. So keep in mind your agent architecture and technical design is strong than others, so you still help you to get selected for the semi-finalist. And then the submission requirements, your proposal must be submitted in a PDF format, and we will share the Google form with you. Then you can use that Google form to submit, and proposal must be written in English for the both agentic AI phase and the hackathon. And we will share the deadlines and everything with you, including this for the both hackathon and the agentic AI phase. So now I'm going to tell you the event rules and regulations. So this is goes for the both hackathon and the Agentic phase. So always keep in mind, and we are expecting you to from you guys that that respectful and professional conduct throughout the CodeSplash from the beginning to end, and the academic integrity must be maintained, and plagiarism is prohibited, and teams must comply with official deadlines because we can't change the deadlines and team members formations after the registration. So we have mentioned those things in your delegate booklet as well. So judges decision must be respected, and that will be the final. So, and discrimination and harassment are prohibited. So if you are getting in any kind of things, your teams will be eliminated from the hackathon, and teams are responsible for ensuring the authenticity of their submissions, and the judging panel's decision will be the final. So we will and another thing is you can't use uh, previously done projects for the submission. So you have to develop everything in your projects during the given development phase. So we will track all the things, and you have to use some version control system like Git or GitHub to for your projects. And we are your projects will be if your projects are selected for the semi-finalist and the development phase, your projects will be evaluated based on those informations. And after the semi-finalist announcement, we will share another booklet with you how we are going to evaluate your projects and everything for the those who are get selected. And in the agentic implementation, so teams must be able to explain the architecture, prompts and workflows and everything where you have used in your project. And also keep in mind these informations, because as I mentioned before, your journey begin with these proposals, and uh, we are expecting really good proposals, your solutions and your new ideas for the CodeSplash. So yeah, those are the information and up to now. And we will share the another everything from our communication channels, our WhatsApp groups and everything. So keep in touch with those things as well. So especially for the event timeline and everything. So I don't think that event timeline will change after the awareness session. So keep in mind and keep in touch with those communication channels as well, so you can stay updated about the hackathon. So these are the things we wanted to share with you guys and the awareness session. And also uh, in during the hackathon, we are planning to do a panel discussion. So that will be under the redefining human potential in the age of AI, and we are expecting uh, our partners from the industry to be there for the panel discussion, and some other resource persons from outside who can share their insights and experience. So that will also be add some value uh, to you, and not only for the CodeSplash but also for your life also. So those are the things I wanted to share with you guys. And if you have any question, you can ask. I think there is a Q&A session after this. So it's over to you, Lini.
Thank you very much, Naveen, for that insightful and informative session. We will now move on to the Q&A session. If you have any questions regarding the competition, submission process, themes, timelines, or anything else you'd like to clarify, please feel free to ask them. You may either raise your hand or type your questions in the chat, and we'll address as many as possible.
Yeah. Hi everyone. So I'm Kelaniya from Team Execura. So I have this question. So for the Agentic AI phase, if you are selected for the development phase, are we allowed to use any free or paid tools for development? Are there any restrictions or anything? Just wanted to clarify that.
Thank you, Kalan, for the question. No, you can. Yeah. Thank you, Kalan, for the question. So, no, you can use any tool or paid or open source tools. But as I mentioned, it's not how much you pay for the project, so how much it will cost. So we will evaluate your projects based on how much your architecture and proposed solution is technically strong. So your evaluation will based on those things. So pay more attention to your agent architecture. And I got another question. Why the hackathon and agentic AI two separate challenges? We can put some projects for these two things. No. And for these days, agentic AI has all projects. So on hackathon project need to avoid these things. No, you don't need to avoid these things your hackathon. So as I mentioned, we are doing this in two separate way because agentic AI in the normal hackathon is two different things. So in agentic AI phase, you have to clearly your system should be autonomous. As I mentioned before, it should have the characteristic of an agentic AI system. So that is why you can't put the same project for the both phases. So did you get an answer for your question, Senuja? Yeah, you can use IoT devices to illustrate the system. Sadurshika, your question is not clear for me. Yeah, so we will share the format for the proposal submission. So as I mentioned, your project will be evaluated on your proposal. So always try to follow our given guideline for the proposal. So it will be easier for you to get a good evaluation. No, yeah, you can't put hackathon project into the agentic AI phase because it will be rejected because it's not agentic AI. I think now it's clear for you, Senuja. Now again, Dinit, should we submit proposals for both hackathon and agentic AI as two separate projects? So if I got this question from many guys, so you can get registered for the hackathon and the agentic AI phase, but as I mentioned, there is a difference between agentic AI and the normal hackathon project. So you can submit those same project for the hackathon and the agentic AI phase, but in your agentic AI phase, that will be get rejected because your project should have some agents, and agents should have some special characteristic like perceive, make decisions, and act based on those decisions, and try to achieve a goal. So I think you should have those characteristic in your agentic AI system. So if not, it will be rejected. Okay, so Anish is asking, I can quickly summarize this. No, don't worry. We are going to upload this to YouTube, this session. So you can refer that after the say, awareness session. So Sharit is asking, for the hackathon, we need to do only software solution. Or is it okay to have in hardware thing like an IoT device or kind of thing? So Charit, as I mentioned, we are going to introduce you some problem domains. So you have to develop your solution and propose your solution under those problem domains. So if your project is having some hardware things like IoT or anything, but it's goes on our problem domains, it's fine. You can submit those things too. But you have to follow our problem domains and our given domains for this. Yeah, you can use your old proposal ideas and you can submit those ideas because it's new to CodeSplash. But keep in mind, you have to develop the project during the given development phase. So you can't use previously developed or pirated projects for the CodeSplash. So you have to develop the project from the beginning to end within the given development time period. So Senudhi is asking, so is there will be any physical sessions? So all sessions will be online. Yeah, as I mentioned, we'll have a mentorship session for Agentic and both hackathon phases. So those sessions will be conducted in online as Zoom meetings. And I have mentioned the timeline. So we always try to keep those mentorship sessions on weekdays because it's easier for you to join, and also those events will be happening on evening, so it won't be a problem. And the panel discussion, the navigator 4.0, that will be a physical session. It will be held on the faculty of computing and technology, and we'll share all the details with you guys. We will be given a template to submit the proposals. Yeah, you are getting a template to your proposals. Like we will share what are the things and what are the things you should include in your proposals. Yeah, so we will get those things. Yeah, we can post the recording to the group, and we will share a link with you guys. Okay, timeline and everything will be shared with you guys, and you can go to our official website, and our timeline will be there, and you can refer that. And also we'll share the guidelines with you, and we are going to include the timeline in that guidelines also. So Dinit is asking again, should we compete for both Agentic AI and the hackathon, or can we pick only one? So yeah, as I mentioned, you can get registered for the both phases. But if you are if you got selected for the final round for the both Agentic and hackathon phases, so you have to manage your presentations because we are going to do the final pitch for hackathon and the Agentic AI phase on the same day. Okay, and another important thing is now I'm getting someone asking is if they can submit same project for the hackathon and the Agentic AI phase. So I have to mention clearly this again. So hackathon is it can be a normal web application, no mobile application solution, but Agentic AI phase is different. So agentic AI phase mean in your problem, in your solution, in what are you going to develop, there should be agents, and those agents can be single agent or multi-agent. But what we define an agent is, agents should perceive information from the environment and make decisions and act based on these decisions. And so those characteristics are not in a hackathon. So for to get selected in agentic AI phase, you have to keep in mind those information, and we are going to include all the things in guideline, proposal guide, submission guideline, so you can refer the things. A solution that can be monetized preferred? No, we are not going to do that. But we are going to, we have clearly mentioned what are the expectations from you guys, and you have to keep in mind those standards and those guide conditions when you are developing your project. So again, Shuhad is asking, for the hackathon phase, will you give problem topics which we need to solve, or we need to find the problem in real world and propose the solution? So I have mentioned that time to time. So we will give you some problem domains. So we call them competition themes, and we will give them those problem domains. So under those problem domains, you have to propose your problem solution. So we will give you the problem topics. Yeah. No, our solution that can be monetized preferred is that marking criteria. So no, monetization is not a marking criteria. So I have mentioned those things with you. So, and also I forgot to mention this is very important. And for the agentic AI phase, the prize pool will be like this. So champions will get 60,000, and first runner up will get 35,000, and second runner up will get 25,000. And for the hackathon phase, champions will get 50,000, first runner up will get 30,000, and second runner up will get 20,000. So it's a huge prize pool. So I hope you will submit and we'll meet in the. No, in the agentic phase, there is no barrier in the domain. Can you get whatever the domain? No, I have mentioned that for the both hackathon and the agentic phase, we will give you some domains. So you have to select one, and you have to propose your idea under the given domain. So you can't select any domain. We will give you the domain. You have to select one. So for this another's question, so if there is projects with mix of agent AIs, means some of agent features, hackathon means of agentic side. So if you prefer the hackathon, you can put your project in the hackathon, but you can also put that in the agentic AI phase as well. But in the hackathon, I think that question is important. So Sanudya is asking, so if there is project with mix of agentic AI, means use some agentic AI features, and if then they can submit the project for the hackathon phase. So I think Sanudya is expecting if your project is capable of agentic AI features, that will be good for their evaluation, right? But we have mentioned, like we are clearly defined two phases for the agentic and hackathon. So hackathon projects will be evaluated with the given judging criteria. So it's up to you whether you are going to submit for the hackathon phase or the agentic phase. But keep in mind, you can submit normal hackathon projects to the Agentic AI phase. Okay, Zinin is asking when they are going in that problem domain. So as I mentioned, we will share the proposal submission guideline for both hackathon and the Agentic AI phase from 10th of August. That means tomorrow midnight, we will share the guidelines and the problem domains and everything will be there. So don't worry about that. Okay, Anish is asking, yeah, tomorrow midnight. Tomorrow midnight, we will share the guidelines with you, so you can get all the idea. And if you have any question after the getting the guidelines, you can ask from one of our organizing committee member, and they are happy to help you during the hackathon. So if you have any question after even after reading the project guidelines, you can ask from the organizing committee. So if you have any question rather than the given questions, feel free to ask. So put that into chat or unmute your mic and you can ask. Don't you guys have any other questions? So if you have any questions, so I think it's better we can summarize this because because some guys are frequently asked question about the agentic AI phase and hackathon phase. So as I mentioned, there is a difference between agentic AI phase and hackathon phase. So hackathon phase is like a normal web application, can be a mobile application or whatever. So you can use a chatbot. So you can use AI in those projects as well. But when it comes to the agentic AI phase, it should be different from the normal AI hackathon project because it should have some agentic characteristic, like I mentioned before. So we will include all the things in the guidelines. We have included all the things, and we share the guidelines will be shared with you tomorrow, and you can refer those things. And if you have any other question regardless of those things, you can ask now, or Leni, we can wrap up, right?
Sure, Nani. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for joining us this evening and for your enthusiastic participation. Before we conclude, we'd like to remind you that the official phase guidelines will be released on 10th August at 12 a.m. Please make sure to read them carefully before starting your journey. If you have any further questions after today's session, don't hesitate to reach out to our community admins. We'll always be happy to help you. On behalf of the Computer Science Students Association of University of Kelaniya, thank you once again for being part of this journey. Before we wrap up the session, we kindly request everyone to turn on your cameras if possible so we can take a group photo together.
And Lehini, before that, Senujay is asking any other question. So both the phases evaluated by same panel. No, there will be different judge panels for the hackathon and the agentic AI phase. So you are being evaluated with two panels. So one panel is for the agentic AI phase and another panel for school phase. Because as I mentioned, here in CodeSplash, we are not organizing any one hackathon or agentic AI phase. So we are doing school phase, university phase, and comes with agentic AI phase and the hackathon. So in our final day, there will be 3 competition goes parallel. So we are going to evaluate your projects with different judge panels. So there will be one panel for the hackathon and one panel for the agentic phase. So I think it's clear for now. And yeah, as Lihini mentioned, if you can turn on your camera and we can get the photograph.
Once again, thank you so much for your enthusiastic participation. We wish you all the very best for CodeSplash 2026, and we can't wait to see the innovative ideas and impactful solutions you create. Have a wonderful evening, stay inspired, and we'll see you at CodeSplash. Good night, everyone.